All right, so we've set up our repository. We got our dependencies. Um, we have Git installed. We have Python 3 installed, and then we set up our relative path. So the next thing we're going to do is go into recording an actual audio sample. So if I look into my directory here, right now I'm currently in CSAI Voice Assistant and I'm in the scripts directory. We will see the Python scripts that we have. So what I want to run is this audio data recording.py. So I'll do Python audio data recording.py. Now we have some guidelines for how we want our audio samples to be labeled. So you can actually find that in our slides, and it'll also be present within our wiki as well. So right now I'm going to show you how to record a wake word sample. So here we have our program prompting for either wake word or non-wake word. So I'm simply going to type ww. Now it's going to ask for the first name of the person who's providing the sample, not the person who's recording, but the person who's providing the sample. So in my case, I am providing the sample for this audio. So I'm going to type Chidi, last name of the person, Awenike. And now it's going to ask, is it a male or is it a female? I'm a male, I'm going to be providing the sample. I will type in M here. And then you want to provide a description. So how are you pronouncing the word? Are you pronouncing it NIMBUS or NIMBUS? I'm going to be pronouncing it NIMBUS, so I'll type IS. And then we delimit the description with not spaces or underscores, but a dash. And then what's the inflection of my voice? So you can have it serious, like Nimbus, or you can have it curious, like Nimbus. Um, you know, you can get creative with the ways that you come up with the inflections, but I'm going to do a serious inflection, serious tone. Now the location, I am in a room, more of like a bedroom. I'll type bedroom. Again, this is relatively subjective. And what you decide, again, is kind of up to you, but you'll begin to be able to gauge how you want your audio recordings to be, what the environment will be like when you're obtaining your audio samples. In this case, I'm in a very quiet room, so I'm going to type Q for quiet, and here comes a countdown. Nimbus. All right, so as you can see, there was a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and then recording. I gave it like half a second so that everything kind of gets initialized, and then I said the word Nimbus. I didn't say it multiple times. No one in the background was saying Nimbus. It was just simply me saying Nimbus once. So what we can do, and what should always be done with machine learning, is validating your data. So what we want to do right now is validate our audio sample. So I'll type P, and I was content with that audio sample. I can hear the word being clearly spoken. Um, it wasn't getting cut off at any point. And yeah, that's exactly what we want to hear. Let's hear it back again. So that's a good audio recording. So what I'm going to do from here is hit enter. Do I want to delete? No, I do not. So I'm not going to type D. I'm just simply going to hit enter again. And as you can see, that audio recording now gets saved with this particular label. And as you can see, we have the wake word, male, the description, the location, the quietness of the background, and then the person who's providing the sample, timestamp, and then the person who's actually obtaining the sample. That's this last portion here. So yeah, I'm relatively content with that audio sample. So now I want to continue recording more audio samples. So what we could do is we can type E and then exit this session. Our current session, what I'm doing is providing a wake word sample with this inflection, with this tone, and then this pronunciation in this environment. If any of these details change, then I would type E and then try to change what those details are. So, but I want to record another sample with this description. So what I'll do from here is hit enter. Here comes the countdown. Nimbus. All right, so yeah, another sample that I'm content with. And again, I was able to capture the whole word. I do not want to delete this sample. And now this one gets stored. And as you can tell, the timestamp is different. All the other details are the same, but this timestamp is different so that we have no overlapping data. So if I do type E, it's going to ask me, do I want to finish this entire recording session? And in this case, I do not. I want to do something with a different inflection, maybe with a curious inflection. So it's going to ask me to input these again. So now with this description, what I'll do maybe is pronounce NIMBUS. So I'll put US, and then I will do curious. Location, again, I'm in a bedroom. It's relatively quiet. NIMBUS. Alright, so I captured the whole word, nothing was cut off. I am very content with that audio sample. So hit enter. I do not want to delete, and now this sample gets stored, and as you can see, the label has slightly changed. So now I want to record another sample. NIMBUS. But now I'm afraid that I recorded that too early. So now let's validate our audio sample. And as you can tell, I did record that a little, or provide that sample a little bit too early, as the entire word was cut off except for the S at the very end. So now in this case, what I want to do is delete it. So I'm going to type D, and what actually happens in this case is that this audio sample is just not saved. So when we type D, the audio sample is not saved, whereas if we do not type D, like in the previous cases, the audio sample is actually saved. So I'm content with my current session, and then I hit type Q again, and now I'm back to my current working directory. So if you're curious as to where the sample is, we're going to go back, we're going to step into data, we're going to step into wake word, we're going to step into audio, we're going to step into wake word again, and here are our audio samples. And so for the next video, I'm going to show you how to split up your data and then train your model. So yeah.